Okay, as I finished recording like a video for links over here, I actually was just scrolling, and one of the pages that I go frequently to for Honkai 3rd news, yes, I play Honkai 3rd if you didn't already know, there is a collab, I guess, going on for Honkai 3rd and Honkai Star Rail. I guess slight spoilers for Honkai 3rd. It's kind of hard to avoid these spoilers for Honkai 3rd because we always know the character. Unlike their other games, MiHoYo is pretty like, they show us what's coming out in the next update, and then they have no problem with people just showing off the beta. I'm actually trying to see if this was like just some fan art. I thought it was literally like a picture, but I'd never seen this picture of Seele before, and well, I haven't been keeping up with Honkai because I'm actually really behind on Honkai, so this is also a spoiler for me, so we're all in the same boat. Butterflies meeting each other, Honkai 3rd, tap review. Well, it only says Honkai 3rd here, not Star Rail. But that's clearly Star Rail Seele. I'm wondering what's happening with here. Well, Seele already has, if you know Honkai 3rd, Seele already has a connection with the Sea of Quanta, being that she was trapped there. I'm wondering if whatever is happening to get her like this has something to do with the Sea of Quanta again. And while looking through the comments to see if this was like fake or not, a lot of other people are getting this. Like, I opened up the Hoyo Lab app. I thought it was an edit collab. It would make sense because, well, Honkai 3rd had already collabed with their sister game Genshin Impact. Well, the thing with me is that if any of this gets announced, it's going to be during the next live stream, maybe, right? For Honkai Star Rail, or even Honkai 3rd, I don't know. I think they've already gone through one of their live streams for the CN update, because that Seele is for the CN update. We recently just started a new update, so that new Seele that was in the picture is from another update. But the thing is that the Honkai 3rd collabed with Genshin, and they had an in-game event where you could play as like two characters from Genshin Impact, but only one of them stayed. It was around this time, right? Right before or during, actually no, yeah, it was before the Inazuma update. CN update for that was around June, and then when it came to global or the North American servers, it was in July. And Genshin had been out, I mean, unless, for me, it kind of felt like a year since I had played closed beta test 3, but for Genshin had been out for like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 updates. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's before it did anything collab. I mean, there were other collabs here and there, but those were like random things, like the KFC collab or whatever other miscellaneous stuff. Right, so 7 to 8 updates it took for them to get this collab, just to make sure, even though it's been updated like very recently. This happened. The announcement for it was on May 3rd, right? You can see right here, Genshin Impact x Honkai Impact. So it was set to release on June 10th, so around June, I was right. And it added playable skins, characters, and a boss fight, one of which we still do to this day, which was Andreas, the wolf boss from Genshin Impact. I'll put maybe like a picture. And then there is one character that you could kind of like dress up as Klee, which, funnily enough, I guess it makes sense because it was around the summer event for Genshin, so it's like, oh yeah, because that's focused on Klee. And then during this, you could play Kaching and Fischl. Fischl was the character that we kept. Kaching was just like an event character, so maybe kind of like a, I don't know, like a mech that you could pilot, and she was crazy. They already like reference Honkai 3rd in many ways in Honkai Star Rail. The biggest one, the fact that like Welt is there already directly from Honkai 3rd. There's also just character lookalikes, but then there's also the Himiko sword and the Hertha space station. Those are like the big ones. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but I'm really tired. No, this is actually really crazy. I wonder when this is gonna happen. I doubt that they would give us like another Seele and Honkai 3rd so early, so it has to be something for Honkai Star Rail. And literally, as I'm reading this, I mean, not as I'm reading this, but before I started reading this, I was already going over the characters that they're gonna add. So maybe, I don't know, they're hinting at a 1.4 update featuring Honkai characters, or I'm so tired. Like an update that's focused on something to do with Honkai 3rd, which will then make me go, Is it gonna be more of a thing for people who haven't read Honkai Third to have to get into it? I don't know. I mean, it's probably a big marketing ploy since Honkai Star Rail is so popular, and just to get more people to go towards Honkai Impact, and then that'll be like now they're making money from both those games, and then that'll go back into Genshin once they do that. There is actually recently, funnily enough, a reference to Genshin Impact that was just added to the game in one of the story quests where they refer to an NPC there, which I found kind of funny because usually whenever we see these doppelganger characters, it's of the main cast, the playable characters, right? Kafka, Himiko, Welt, possibly blonde swordsman boy that I cannot remember the name of off the top of my head. Seele, Bronya, Silverwolf. I mean, it would be very cool, and I guess it would also be like, it would go from this would make it go from like Bronya being somewhat of the favorite child, it seems, because there's so many Bronyas in all these games, well, except for Genshin. But I kind of have like a theory about where Bronya is going to be showing up in Genshin, and it's going to be like a whole Seele verse. There's a lot of multiverse kind of stuff coming out lately with a lot of the things I partake in, right? First, actually, Spider-Verse, then Honkai, then back to Spider-Verse, then Sonic. That's going to be it for now. Leave a like and a comment if you like the video. Maybe talk about what you're hoping or expecting for this, or if you're expecting anything at all. I might also get proven wrong, and this is just like some kind of promotional art for the fact that, like, you know, there's going to be 2 updates happening for both Honkai 3rd and Star Rail around the same time. I don't know. Anyways, take care, and with that,